It's a great day to talk Disney parks. So glad that you're here. On today's show, we're going to be diving into the end of Splash Mountain. Yes, it is near. Bob Iger has nixed several re-theme ideas for the Galactic Star Cruiser out at Walt Disney World that has just announced its closure. And we take you inside the Mickey Mouse penthouse and exactly what that looks like in 2023 at the Disneyland Hotel. Plus, get the most out of your summer at Walt Disney World. We have some quality tips for you among so many other segments and topics to dive into. And if you are looking to get yourself your very own Kingdom Report mug, you can win one by leaving the phrase that pays underneath this video following the live broadcast. The phrase that pays this week, Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is the phrase that pays. Yeah, between now and Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time in which to enter. If you leave that comment underneath this video following the live broadcast at the Kingdom Report on YouTube, you could win yourself your very own Kingdom Report mug. Tyler Crouch is here, Katrina Manzoni is here, I'm Wade Heath, I'm also here, and Garrett Hassel returns to join the team. It's a brand new Kingdom Report Live, and it starts in 50 seconds.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
The unofficial kickoff to summer is here, and Kingdom Report Live is on. Taking that look outside at the Disneyland Resort. Yeah, it is super cloudy, May gray out there at California Adventure as we swing on through Carthay Circle there, along with the Incredicoaster in the distance. A nice cool day, nice cool Memorial Day weekend, and a very happy Memorial Day weekend to all of you. Wade with you, back again. Kingdom Report Live, time to talk all the Disney news, all the Disney fun, all the Disney tips, all the Disney reviews from Disneyland to Walt Disney World. Your Disney family is right here. And we cannot thank you enough for being a part of the broadcast. Make sure that no matter where you are, you rate and review. Hit the thumbs up button if you're watching. Make sure you rate and review on those podcast apps. It means so much to us, and we greatly appreciate anytime you can spend this direction. All right, before we get off and rolling here, got to introduce the team, naturally. We do have our own Disney princess on staff. She is a travel agent. Her name is Katrina Manzoni.
Hello.
Right alongside the luxurious,
Ooh, wow.
the lion-like,
Oh.
the
Keep it coming.
Longfellow himself,
Okay.
theme park analyst Tyler Crouch.
Hello.
Oh,
I'll get that.
Whoa.
I think it was a shot at me. I think is what it was. And back with us once again, reporter Garrett Hassel, Golden Goose, joining us once more. Hello,
Garrett.
hello.
Look at this
Hey
face.
there, yeah.
Hello.
I was hoping for some. Oh, hi, Michael. I was hoping for some cool adjectives, but Golden Goose, it's original.
You know, eventually it will be on my title down there, and you know the world will be at peace. But gonna be back, and you know I'm wearing some Disney Hawaiian shirts because you know it's Memorial Day weekend. Summer has officially begun, according to well, people that sell barbecue stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I
you
mean,
go.
it's coming up
vacationers.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, they kind of launch off with this weekend, that's for sure. And with that in mind, we need to start things with a toast and do it the right way. I believe, Katrina, this week it's your honor.
It's me?
Show toast
Should I
time.
try to stand up for a second?
You should do whatever your heart feels is appropriate.
Oh, wait, I don't have my microphone, so never mind.
That's okay. Thank
Never
you.
mind.
A toast to microphones.
Yeah.
To microphones. Let us be heard and be there.
Amplify.
Okay, so if you don't know, a movie came out this week. A beautiful movie that I've been looking forward to hearing great reviews about.
Yes.
The Little Mermaid.
I have heard of it.
And
Yeah,
also,
once or twice.
she is now at the Disney parks.
That's right. You can meet
So, cheers to the new Little Mermaid. I'm so excited to see you.
her. Our
I
live
can't
action
wait
Ariel.
to see you.
Oh,
Yay!
Cheers.
Oh, cheers to Ariel.
You can find her at Disneyland. She looks gorgeous. I mean, you can find her at Disney World and at Disneyland Paris. So,
I want to
really
go,
excited
let's do
to
Disneyland
see you.
Paris. Let's do that one.
Let's
all
just
go
fly out.
together.
Let's just go, Garen.
Yeah.
All right, I have
All
my
right,
passport.
Tyler,
Let's go.
get the Disney corporate jet going.
Okay, yeah.
Fire it
I've
up.
got, that is well within my power. I
Start
can
it up.
definitely do that.
Start it up. Anyway, so Ariel, welcome. I can't wait.
time to go meet our live action Ariel in the flesh.
Oh, I
That's
forgot
for
to sip.
sure. And
Oh,
now
yeah, you got to sip.
Cheers.
and now it's official. There we are. Yes. Cheers to that. And lots of things have happened over the course of the last week, as well as the end of Splash Mountain as of this Memorial Day long weekend. Yep, it is coming to a close. The official countdown is on. Let's get you caught up on your headlines. It is time for the Disney News Review. Disney News Review time, taking a look at some of the biggest stories from the past week. Yes, the countdown clock has begun ticking toward the final day of Splash Mountain, the Orange County Register writes, saying when Disneyland visitors are expected to wait in hours-long lines to bid farewell to the classic attraction and scoop up souvenir water from their last rides. The last chance to ride Splash Mountain at Disneyland will be Tuesday, May the 30th, the day after the busy Memorial Day weekend comes to an end. At press time, Disneyland reservations for Tuesday were unavailable for daily tickets and Magic Key Annual Pass holders. The Splash Mountain attractions at Disneyland and Walt Disney World will undergo Princess and the Frog makeovers and return in 2024 as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Splash Mountain wait times could stretch to nearly 4 hours at the Anaheim theme park if the Florida sister park is any guide. Magic Kingdom visitors waited in record-setting lines that reached 220 minutes on the final days of operation for Splash Mountain in January. Disneyland will close at 11 p.m. on Tuesday, the last day of operations for Splash Mountain. From there, we move out to the hotel side of the Disneyland Resort. As KTLA reports, Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel is currently transforming into the Pixar Place Hotel, the first fully Pixar-themed hotel in the United States. The hotel located at the Disneyland Resort is expected to open this winter. Officials shared new details about the amenities, hotel-exclusive water play area, and restaurant coming to the reimagined hotel. The hotel will still be open during its transformation, and guests can still enjoy the hotel benefits such as early park entry, according to the Disney Parks blog. Beginning this summer, overnight guests will have access to the new Finding Nemo-inspired water play area. The area will include a 186-foot-long water slide and splash pad, and more. A family play court will also be added to the pool deck area. The new space will host interactive games and free play inspired by Pixar short films like La Luna, Bao, For the Birds, and Burrow. Guests can also enjoy food and drinks while sitting under blue umbrellas from the Blue Umbrella or watch the Disneyland fireworks show. The hotel will also be home to a new restaurant, Great Maple, which will serve upscale comfort food like the buttermilk fried chicken and maple bacon donuts and the Cajun shrimp and cheddar biscuit Benedict. The restaurant will serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner food items. Newly released concept art shows what the hotel will look like once the transformation is complete. Pixar imagery from beloved movies such as Inside Out and Cars will be prominently shown in the lobby. Well-known items from Pixar movies will be displayed in the lobby, including
Pixar lamp playfully balancing on its blue, yellow, and red ball. And more details when the hotel will open and the amenities offered will be shared at a later date, according to Disneyland officials. Disney CEO Bob Iger rejected ideas to retheme Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser or offer tours to day guests, according to The Wrap, WDW News Today reports. They write that Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser will be permanently closing this September after a little more than a year and a half of operation. Disney has not stated what will happen to the facility after that, but there were behind-the-scenes conversations about retheming Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. According to The Wrap, there were talks of turning Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser into an experience inspired by The Mandalorian, perhaps the most popular Star Wars property right now. It also suggested to give day guests tours of the hotel that would include access to the bar, dinner, and gift shop. CEO Bob Iger decided to instead shut Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser down. As a Disney insider told The Wrap, only a small portion of wealthy guests were able to visit Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, saying, quote, "Once you went through the 1%ers who could afford it and the fanatical Star Wars fans who would sell their mother to do it, you were done," close quote. Another Disney insider told The Wrap, "No one connected to this came off well." And from there, Reuters reports that the Walt Disney Company on Monday dismissed the idea of building mini parks in the United States, saying the media company would instead spend on its major theme parks and cruise ships. Quote, "Focusing on our core assets is where we should be spending most of our opportunity," Disney Parks chief Josh D'Amaro said at the JP Morgan conference in response to a question on whether the company planned to join Comcast Corp's Universal in building smaller parks. An ongoing legal dispute between Disney and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has recently led some other U.S. states to express interest in possible investments from the House of Mickey Mouse. The political developments have not, however, impacted Disney's business results, said D'Amaro, who heads the parks, experiences, and products business at the company. He also hinted Disney could open a theme park in the city-state of Singapore, the home port of its new cruise ship.
And after all those headlines, one that stands out in particular worth diving into this week, of course, Pixar Place Hotel, right? The new concept art being released by Disney for the sake of us having an understanding as to exactly what they're doing back there, since the hotel has been sort of under wraps now for the course of the last year. Every time we've been by, there's been more and more blocked off, and now you can't even enter the hotel. You haven't been able to do that for a while. You have to go through the back door in order to access the tower itself, and they moved the front desk to a ballroom, and all kinds of construction happening while they've kept the hotel open. Pretty wild when you think about that. Garrett, what do you make of the new tower and lobby concept for the Paradise Pier Hotel transforming into Pixar Place?
Well, Disney's never wanted to turn away money, so they're going to keep that thing rolling, and, they're going to be like, hey, listen, you're going to have a room, but we're going to have some construction going on right below you, so
might get a little
loud. We're going to increase it. Yeah, it's going to be a little loud, and also the room rates are going to stay the same, if not increase a little bit, but looks-wise, externally, it doesn't look all that special. You've got some pops of color. It's this sort of minimalism design that could be, honestly, like any modern hotel, because all of them are doing this sort of design, whether it's Marriott or Hilton. But if you go inside, that's where the place really comes alive, where you see the colors associated with Pixar. Like, you see Joy over there, and you see all these. It's still the minimalism architecture that we're known for, or that Disney is currently doing. But I like the vibrant pops of color in there. It looks really good. It matches the new Disneyland, Disneyland Hotel DVC tower. So I like the inside of it. I think it's simple. It's nothing all that crazy. Like, I would like probably a little bit more. I like, the bright, vibrant colors, but that's not the style right now. And plus, I think this is one of those situations where if down the line they want to change the hotel to another theme, they can just scrap it, and there's not much you have to move. You can just honestly take some decorations off, put new ones on, and no one would ever know. So I think it's a nice, simple hotel. If it were at Disney World, where there's an abundance, I would put it in probably the moderate category. But since it's Disneyland and there's only 3 of them, it's in the Premier Super Experience high price one, even though you're across the street. So overall, it's a nice, simple hotel. It's just I imagine going to front desk and you have to go to the ballroom. That sounds a little rough.
Might be Might be troublesome, that's for sure. Yeah, the new tower concept art. I do notice one difference from what we originally saw to now are the little pillar decals.
Oh my gosh, that's what
Did
I
you
was
notice
telling
that?
Tyler today.
Yeah. Used to be the Pixar Luxo ball, right?
Yeah.
And now they're different colors from the Pixar color palette.
Yeah.
I
that's
actually think at first I was like, we were talking about it in the car actually, and at first I was like, it is kind of a bummer that they got rid of the balls. But then I was looking at the concept art there. It really matches the new colors match the awning that you're going to be driving under and stuff. So I actually think maybe that was the right choice, because if you look at that awning, it's got those same colors. And
Don't make sense, Tyler.
I think that actually will look
Jeez.
nicer when the whole thing is done than the balls would have.
I'm hoping the lights shoot up, so if it's like blue, yellow, and
Oh, that
red.
would be cool. Yeah.
I was hoping, because we were walking by it last weekend, I was like, it looks so ugly, but it just looks so plain. But I was hoping that maybe at night the colors shoot upwards, and maybe that's why they got rid of the balls. So then it just lights up the night with just the different colors to make it look fun.
And I also think about, this serves sort of as a backdrop for the Paradise Pier Park area, that back corner. So for the longest time, the Paradise Pier Hotel, as it was, served as a legitimate backdrop by concept. Like, they thought about that, and that's why the colors were supposed to match and really try and help tell that story a little bit, even though it's hard when you have a big tower hotel right behind, your theme park, and it looks in, but at least it blended in. It seemed to do the trick, whereas this one definitely stands out with the more, it's like a off-white, grayish with black trim tower now. And at night, I think, World of Color, having those lights reflective on that tower, having colorful lights
That may
blasting,
look nice.
that will look cool. During the daytime, though, there isn't a whole lot of color to this thing, which is odd.
it's very bland. It's just, we're gonna go with a nice eggshell on the outside. We don't need much. If we want to do some, does DCA do an arts festival by chance? I haven't been there in several years. No, because if they did an arts festival, it'd be like, you have our blank canvas. It is this hotel. We will now artify it. But
Go paint
if
that
they
hotel.
We will artify it.
Artify.
Yeah, artify. That's my word. Don't take that. But if they
Trademark
can make Tower of Terror blend in with Morocco at Epcot, then they can make this thing work at DCA. So we'll just see what the Imagineers can do now that they're staying home and not having to pack up their stuff.
Yeah, now that they can focus on California and not have to worry about being shipped out to Florida against their will, many of them. Yeah. But yeah, this tower itself, I know that there are some color stripes along the sides, and that's about it. Yeah, so
it's black and white. Other than that,
we'll I guess reserve our judgment until the very end, because I know everything is still a work in progress. But yeah, that lobby also looks, and Garrett, you alluded to it. It looks easily transferable when it comes to new intellectual property from the Pixar realm. A lot of things look like screens. A lot of things look like easy imagery that you can swap out at a moment's notice, which, don't get me wrong, that's great for the sake of keeping things fresh with new IP. But it is a very, I don't know, a modern, it just looks like another modern hotel to me. So.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ty.
Okay.
I think they could have at least done something with the flooring, because how the where you drive in, that covering, it has all those nice colorful little blocks. You could have done something like that, so that way, like, where you drive in pretty much carries into the flooring on the inside, so that way it's not just like this boring tile on the ground. Like, do something colorful. It doesn't have you could have like a bunch of Luxo balls, or just in different art forms, but I noticed in the picture how like a mom and the kid are staring at Joy, and I'm wondering, is that a screen that changes, or is it some interactive thing they're trying to do, or is it just them staring at a poster? Because if it changed, I think that'd be cool, and that would actually bring the lobby more to life. Because that's what they do on the Disney Cruise Lines, where they have these screens and there'll be art, but then they morph and change into other ones. So I think seeing maybe concept art or different stills from the Pixar films might make it a little bit more vibrant and alive. But, I'm still happy for concept art. Concept art is a great thing that Disney always does well on, and then we just have to wait and see what the actual reality is, because, you can't always, because we originally thought the Guardians of the Galaxy spaceship was going to be free floating in. Now it's not. So
I don't know if we did, but some people did.
I mean, it should be free floating, and also it should be aligned with the crack on the ground. But I asked for too much.
That
You know how much
and
it is to
the
move an
Galaxy's
inch?
Edge concept art of things that we never ended up seeing
Oh
too.
yeah.
So
Let's
Yeah.
not talk about Galaxy's Edge.
until we see it in person again, it's let's reserve total judgment. But at this point, I sure hope that there's a lot more when it comes to that lobby.
Yeah.
Outside of what we are just seeing now, it whets our appetite. It is pleasant to the eye. I mean, it's very sleek and modern.
It gives me Art of Animation vibes.
It kind
you
of
know?
does look like
Yeah.
Art of Animation,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it does look like that. And Katrina, we also got a glimpse of the pool deck and I guess like a new fun recreation area. What stands out here to you?
So when they showed the concept art of the nighttime version, it looks really peaceful, and that's like kind of like the gaming area.
Yeah.
So then it looks like you have the firework viewing, you're able to like play under the stars, and then you have the beautiful lights that surround it to make it peaceful. And then you also have like, I don't know, I think they're playing croquet. So I don't know what kind of games they're going to be having like there. Do they just have like random things like hula hoops
Oh, I
and
thought
stuff?
that was mini golf.
Yeah, I thought it was mini golf too. Maybe it is mini golf, but it looked like a croquet mallet, so I didn't really know. And
Well,
then
I think it might be like a shuffleboard kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I shuffled.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
is it
you're right. It does kinda look
shuffleboard?
that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I failed at looking. But anyway, so they're playing games, but then you can see like a bar in the background, which looks really nice, and it looks more open because I don't think before I've never really been up there before. But they had just the bar. Like
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called. The
Slurpin'
sand.
USA.
Was it called? No.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
I'm not joking.
Oh.
Was it really called that? I thought it
that's
was
how-
called the
That
sandbar.
is-
Yeah, I thought it was called the
Well,
sandbar.
it was two-sided.
Oh.
So there was the sandbar, and then there was Slurpin' USA, which
Slurpin'
I can't
USA.
imagine how that hotel didn't succeed.
It was the 90s and early 2000s. We
Ay,
couldn't
ay,
get away
ay.
with that.
Like it looks nice now. Hopefully, like they have better like bar seating, and then they have some with the awnings and stuff, so you're able to take your drink, and hopefully it'll be a better name. Not sure what it's gonna be, but it looks really nice.
Blue Umbrella is what they're calling it.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, Blue Umbrella. I missed that one. And then they
Is
have
that a reference to a Pixar film by chance?
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
the short. Yeah.
with the
two
with
umbrellas.
the red umbrella and the blue umbrella.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, you should. It's good. It's short.
It's heartwarming.
Shame on you.
obviously.
It's beautiful.
I think it's on Disney Plus.
It should be under like the Pixar shorts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And then also like the pool areas looks fun. Like for the like the little Nemo splash pad looks really fun for kids, safe for kids. Reminds me of the Disney Cruise Line little splash
Yeah, it
area.
does look like that.
The
You're
little
right,
play area, you know. And then the water slide looks really fun too. Cuz they're redoing it, right? It's like brand spanking new cuz they tore out the other one cuz it needed to be torn down.
Oh, yes.
But so that looks really fun.
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff to do for kids.
They have a ton of space up there on that pool deck
never
outside of
utilized
the
it.
pool itself, right?
Yeah.
And every time I went up there, I used to think
It's
like,
just cement.
yeah, it's like this just looks so barren. You know, there's so much space, and like I guess you book it out for events, but any other time it just looks like a waste of space.
It didn't look
Totally.
nice. Like the paint was all faded, and it was like, why do I want to hang out there? So I never really spent any time there. You know, and then also too, the old bar used to just be what I call it. Just the menu of drinks used to be just what I call like the standard Disney drinks that. They kind of are losing these now, but it used to be like, you know, the Captain's Mai Tai and just like the basic things that you could find at any of their generic bars. So I never went over there, you know. It just didn't seem like it was worth it, but
It
I'm
wasn't
excited.
open half the time. That was the other problem.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this new stuff. It's gonna be nice to hang out in a new space, I think.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
it looks like they're finally using all the space. In addition to that, as sort of a segue, one of the first things mentioned when this retheme was originally announced was a new restaurant was taking over the former PCH Grill space at lobby level, just off of Disneyland Drive, with a fresh peek at the design and hearing some of the menu options. What caught your attention, Tyler? You mentioned trying to go to the bar and it being lame at the time and not so great. Well, now we've got a new restaurant option that clearly, by the way, based on this concept art, looks far more visible than anything PCH ever did.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, well, yeah, PCH was kind of like packed away in a
shut-in.
weird, yeah,
Yeah.
it was really in this strange corner of the hotel, so it's very smart for them to put a little patio out there and everything. You know, what really kind of caught my attention is like, you know, like as we were saying earlier, this kind of reminds me of like Art of Animation or even like somewhat like Pop Century, stuff like that. And so it kind of feels to me like this is the hotel that you take your kids to. So then it was weird to me that they're going with this Great Maple concept, which I just found out this morning is not a Disney restaurant or anything. There are other Great Maples out there, and there's one like in Pasadena and San Diego. So, I think I'm excited for it. I think it's an odd choice that they don't even have a Disney restaurant at one of their 3 hotels. But I think the menu, I'm assuming the menus are going to be pretty similar, and they have some good looking stuff. I mean, the soda pop baby back ribs sound interesting, and I mean, they have like a falafel wrap, and they have what they're calling them portobello mushroom fries, which I'm really curious. Is that like, did they just cut up a mushroom and turn it into French fry, or what?
They fry those?
Who knows?
I mean, I'm
You
assuming
can turn anything into a French fry, man.
That's
Anything.
I mean, I guess
Cucumbers, tomatoes.
sure.
Like
I mean,
Fry it all.
we've had fried pickles in our life.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of us have, but I'm excited for I'm excited for this place. I think it looks a little generic personally. Like here's the interior here, it's just kind of a little bit not what I expect. It just doesn't seem like it fits the hotel at all.
Well, to
Doesn't
go
have a very
from the
Disney vibe
PCH
to
Grill's very loud, some would say tacky,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
to go from the PCH Grill's loud, overbearing, over the top, wild decor to this. I mean, this feels
Yeah.
like a restaurant at any hotel.
It does.
Yeah.
It kind of has that look to it.
And I also feel like, again, like I was saying, like this seems like the kids' hotel, but then that now this is a very adult restaurant. I don't feel like kids are gonna be like, super excited for the steakhouse burger necessarily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I don't think Goofy's going to be doing any meet and greets in there.
No.
No.
Table.
and they only have 3. Oh, actually, only one of them is a breakfast meal too. So they only have 3 kids menu options. There's chicken fingers, curly mac and cheese, and French toast logs.
I don't know how long that'll
So
last.
I mean, I feel like they've got to, if they're gonna have all these kids staying at this hotel, they got to have more kids options. I feel like, but
I really hope that because obviously we're doing away with the character dining with PCH Grill going
Wild.
away, and this being a restaurant that another company runs entirely, there is still the space that they've never repurposed over at what used to be Yamabuki Grill at this hotel. So Yamabuki was very popular, apparently not popular enough to be sustained, but was very popular. And about, 12 years ago at this point, maybe even a little bit longer, Yamabuki, which used to be accessible by the front driveway. There was a front door right there next to the main entrance of the hotel. Yamabuki used to be there as an option, as a dining option. They never replaced it. So I don't know if another dining option is coming and they're just sitting on it for now. But yeah, very interesting. You're right, Tyler, to go this route of cutting Disneyland food and beverage loose, bringing in a third-party vendor to a Disney property hotel, and saying, "Have at it, remake this in your image, Maple." Yes,
And
great
we're
Maple.
also talking about like the bar that used to be inside that had the 5-6 tables that people used to have breakfast at too, like kind of nearby PCH Grill.
The
Like, what are
Surfside
they-
Lounge.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are they gonna do with that? Like, is that gonna be like an extension onto this like Maple area, or is it gonna be like a bar still, or is it gonna be nothing?
Yeah, is there
like,
going to be some grab and go options there,
or is that gonna be
what's
like
that gonna look
the meet and greet for characters? 'Cause I doubt they would do that, right? To like do free meet and greets.
They might do it up on that pool deck now that they got some space that they're utilizing. I don't know. It seems like there's some activity space up there that they could use, but still lots to learn about the transformation of the Paradise Pier Hotel into Pixar Place. Let us know what you think about this newest concept art and where you think this hotel is going. We would love to hear from you. It is time for the Disney Trivia Minute. Disney Trivia Minute time. We are throwing some questions your way. If you are with us in live chat, toss your answers out. We want to hear from you too. We are going to start with this question. What was the last animated film that Walt helped to produce before his death? Was it A, 101 Dalmatians, B, Fantasia, or C, The Jungle Book? Once again, What was the last animated film that Walt helped to produce before his death? 101 Dalmatians, Fantasia, or The Jungle Book? Katrina, before you get a chance to search for the answer, like the cheater that you are, what answer are you going with?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I'm gonna say Fantasia.
Wow.
Fantasia. She's going with
Yeah,
B.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Garrett, you missed out on last week's show. This Disney princess turned into the wicked stepmother and absolutely tore things up from a cheating perspective. Fortunately, she still got it wrong. Tyler, your answer.
I think I'm going Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, C?
Yeah, I think Jungle Book sounds just right to me. I don't think it could be 101 Dalmatians because they started using Xerox machines for 101 Dalmatians.
Oh,
I
look
don't
at
think
you.
Walt was around at that.
Process of elimination here. I like that.
When did Xerox machines come out?
I don't know. That's part of. You can't ask the internet though. That's cheating. We're gonna have two cheaters on this show.
I don't have any other.
You were asking Siri. I know you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
So you're going with C?
Hey,
I'm going with C. Yeah.
All right. Tony, control room, what do you got? A, B, or C? 101 Dalmatians, Fantasia, or Jungle Book?
Well, I was going to say 101, but Tyler might have just destroyed that. So, and now, Garrett.
Yeah.
So what are you going with?
101.
101. Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I
might
thought
go
you said
101
you destroyed it.
anyway.
Okay.
We
that's
have
it,
A, B, or
101.
C already
Oh, very
chosen.
good.
So.
All right.
I could be very wrong. We'll see.
Garrett Hassel, your response.
I'm gonna go with 101 because I believe that, like, I think Walt passed away before Fantasia. Like, it was a dream of his, but it never actually started going on because, like, I think Walt was gone before it was ever a thing. I think it was a dream, but he didn't actually touch any of it. So I want to go 101 because I think he was still around for Jungle Book. So I want to say 101 was like the last bit of it.
Listen to you.
Like, I would go 102, but that's not an option, and that
It is
seems
not.
Oh, no,
wrong.
live
No,
action,
no.
though. He
David,
wasn't there.
David in chat saying C, The Jungle Book. Richard saying A, 101. Arlington saying B, Fantasia. Tinker Shell saying Jungle Book. We've got another Fantasia with Lonnie. D saying Jungle Book. Nancy saying Fantasia. Judith is saying Jungle Book. Jeremy saying Jungle Book. Sam saying Jungle Book. It is, in fact, C, The Jungle Book.
Ah.
Let's
That
go.
is the answer. So congratulations,
No.
Tyler. And the rest of you? That smells ripe, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Congratulations to those of you in live chat that joined us for getting that one. And next up in the Disney Trivia Minute, whom was Walt Disney named after? Whom was Walt Disney named after? A, his
geez.
uncle. B, Reverend Walter Parr. Or C, his grandfather. So A, his uncle. B, Reverend Walter Parr. Or C, his grandfather. We will go to Katrina.
I don't know. C.
See his grandfather. Interesting. We're going to jump on over to Garrett. Garrett, who do you think? Whom was Walt Disney named after? His uncle, the Reverend Walter Parr, or his grandfather?
Can you tell me his grandfather's name real fast? No, I want to go with his uncle because I don't believe Walt was, I don't think he had a reverend guy that his family knew. So I'll go with his uncle. That sounds solid.
This coming from the guy that
Solid.
didn't think Fantasia was a Walt Disney production. Interesting.
Well, no,
he was part of it.
Was it?
You calm down. Yes,
Okay.
he was.
Oh.
How dare you? You call yourself a historian. Get out of here.
Oh.
Tyler,
Wow.
your response.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm going uncle. I'm not for sure, but I feel like I've heard that somewhere, at some
Yeah, it
point in
sounds
my
right.
life. So I'm going uncle.
I don't know.
His uncle. Very
Sounds
good.
accurate.
And control room Tony. His uncle, Reverend Walter Parr, or his grandfather?
I mean, normally you would choose a relative, and I'm going to normally say I would, but I'm going to just jump off the ledge here and say
Oh.
Reverend.
Oh.
Pastor.
Tony likes to gamble a
Hallelujah.
little bit.
Yeah. Look
I
at
like
this.
that. Tony always goes bold. I like it.
Yeah.
He has nothing to lose. He knows nothing
Tony-
about the
They
concept
can't
of
find me.
Disney. So he's completely foreign to all of it. So he always goes for the gusto.
It's true.
And we see in chat, oh my goodness, all kinds of folks sounding off over here. We have Tinkershell saying A, Judith saying C, D saying his uncle, Arlington saying B, Richard saying his uncle, Lonnie saying C as well. We have a winner.
I would hope so.
And
Is
Tony
it Tony? Oh my gosh,
is
are you kidding me?
the winner.
Wow.
Reverend Walter Parr is
Wow.
whom Walt Disney was named after. And now you know.
Interesting.
I'm
Wow.
gonna buy a
Man,
lottery
Tony
ticket
over here
today.
playing chess and we're playing checkers. My God.
Yeah, good job, Tony.
He's brilliant. Yeah,
You
that-
guys were.
He's got like 30 screens around him. No, Tony would never cheat, unlike someone we love.
This is true.
Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
I don't think that's a thing.
What do you mean?
I don't think that's a thing.
Okay.
Disney Trivia Minute is always a fun time. Thank you for playing along with us, and we'll have another round for you next week. You stick around. There is lots more Kingdom Report Live for you next. Disney List Time. Take a look at some of the best from across the Walt Disney Company this time around, focusing on how to get the most out of your Walt Disney World Resort summer vacation. The summertime vacation season is here, and Walt Disney World can be sizzling hot, but how do you get the most out of your trip? 4 theme parks, several water parks, as well as a gigantic shopping, dining, recreation district, and on top of that, hotels galore. We're going to start with Garrett. How do you make the most out of your Disney World trip?
Well, I've got 5 things here. And the first one, I'd say dedicate at least one day to each park. So that way you can fully embrace the park. You don't rush through things. You can see it morning, noon, and night, because the parks transform throughout the day. Hollywood Studios, half-day park, honestly. But I would say Magic Kingdom, we get there in the morning. You have, Dapper Dan's doing stuff in the morning. You've got the morning cavalcades. Then you have, parades in the afternoon. And then at night, you just have the fireworks spectaculars. And it's similar over at Epcot and Animal Kingdom as well, especially World of Pandora at night. It's beautiful. So I'd say dedicate a day to each park. And then if you have the ability to go to Disney Springs, because it is definitely worth checking out. Even if you don't buy anything, just walking around, it's awesome. But go get a Gideon's cookie. Tell them your boy Garrett sent you, and they'll look at you with confusion because they don't know who I am. Next, I'd say try different snacks and food other than what you usually do. Like, don't just go for the chicken tenders. Go for, maybe the egg rolls they have over in Adventureland at Magic Kingdom, or my favorite, Satuli Canteen. I love their bowls. They're phenomenal. Or, get a Night Blossom drink or something like that. Find one of the cool lounges or restaurants. Try that out. Like the Brown Derby is a hidden gem. Not many people know what it is. They just that it's a pretty cool restaurant. It's got a lot of history there. So yeah, trying different snacks and foods, but you got to go for, I'd say, you got to go for the chicken tenders or the nuggets at Cosmic Rays, because they are out of this world. Sunny Eclipse sponsors that one. 3, I would say utilize lightning lanes for the e-ticket attraction. Don't use it on silly things like Dumbo, because it's a short line. Use it on, the big things, so that way you get the most bang for the buck. And because if you're summertime, it's hot, people are cranky. You want to get from point A to point B and try to get everything going because everyone's going there, especially Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be packed there. So good luck to all the cast members watching this. My heart goes out to you. So
true.
Lightning lanes are going to be very helpful. Utilizing Genie and Genie Plus is going to be very, very nice if you can figure out how to use that confusing confounding system. But I digress. 4, I would say if you really want to make the most of it, staying on property is probably what will save you the most time, definitely not money. If you have the ability to stay at, say, like a DVC resort, you will save money because you can make food at your resort. And plus, there's something about waking up saying like, oh man, I'm at Art of Animation, I'm at Beach Club, I'm at the Contemporary, and I can just walk down the stairs. I'm here. I see the buses, see the monorails, and then you can just go about your day. It's really magical, especially at the end of the day. You don't have to hop in the car, drive to the other side of Orlando, and get locked out of your room and all that stuff. So staying on property is definitely something if you can do it. If not, there's a lot of rental properties you can do through Vrbo or other things like that. And then finally, probably the biggest thing is don't go into thinking your Disney World summer vacation has to go perfect, because in life there's no such thing as perfection. As great as Treasure Planet is, it's not perfect. It's not perfect.
True.
They didn't have enough John Resnick songs. I'm sorry. They could add 3 more and it still would have been not perfect. But there's no such thing as perfection. So go into it thinking like, know what? I'm here to have a good time. I will adapt to whatever happens, because people are like, it's raining in July or June. It's like, welcome to Florida. It's going to have a 3 o'clock rainstorm. It's going to suck. Wear some flip-flops. But yeah, go in thinking, you know what? Whatever happens. I'm just going to go with the flow. Be like my man Crush, just ride the EAC, bro, and just like hang loose. Cool. So yeah, those are my, I guess,
Hot,
my
humid, and
wisdom.
slimy. That is the Orlando summertime way. I see in our chat, Jola saying, any tips for someone staying resort club level for the first time?
Don't leave. Just stay there and drink.
Invite us. Invite us. We'll show you how to do it, because I've never.
I mean,
Well, you've done concierge on the ships, though, right? Haven't you?
But that's different. I don't.
true.
I
don't think it's
if
that
I want to go
different.
out. If I want to go outside, I'm in the Caribbean. I'm literally in the ocean. I can leave.
You don't want to be in the
if I
ocean.
want to.
Yeah,
That's not a good thing.
That's a lot of that's scary.
They're gonna leave you behind.
grab
Sharks
the
are
rum.
there.
Yeah. But I would say, like concierge on the ship, you utilize every perk you can. Like if they have free drink, you drink it up. If they have snacks, you go there. If they have staff members that are willing to help out, use it. So I say utilize the concierge, utilize the team. You are spending good money, so use those guys. Good, but
Yeah.
you can invite us.
Staying at
People
Yacht
to come hang
Club.
out with you.
Yep.
Oh, I love Yacht Club. That's fun.
As I said in the chat, get plenty of mimosas.
Mimosas.
And just
Get
enjoy the quietness in there. The yacht club, it's got a pretty small club, but it's really nice, and it
There's a
has
little balcony
tranquil.
outside.
there's a little balcony. Yeah,
Little
it's
sleek.
Yeah, it's got the same vibe as the lobby does.
Yeah. They have a little ice cream, freezer. You can go snag your little ice creams and stuff in
Yum,
the
yum.
afternoon.
Oh.
They have like little
the
alcohols throughout
afternoon
the day.
snack.
Yeah.
Perfect on them hot days. And might I suggest one of my absolute favorite hidden gem breakfast spots in all of Walt Disney World, Ale and Compass in the lobby.
Oh
Go to
yeah,
Ale
it's
and
actually
Compass.
pretty good.
And it's so affordable, it's so outstanding, and nobody goes in
It's
there.
a lot of food.
Yeah, get the buffet and then get the omelet.
Yep.
It's worth it.
That's
Oh, I've never
absolutely
done the
what I
buffet
get.
before.
Yeah, a lot of times it's the first option that they present to you is they will serve you an entree, and then the buffet is supplemental as part of it. So get as much as you want, but the entree itself is what they will prepare fresh for you, and they have an open kitchen right there, and
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't
One
remember
of
the
my favorite
buffet part.
spots.
Yeah.
You're
They
gonna
got some
have so
bomb
much
yogurt.
fun.
They only recently brought it back, so maybe
Oh.
the last
Yeah,
time
'cause
you were
we
there.
went-
Yeah.
Oh, we went
Before the
like
cruise, like in 2021.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely closed at that time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But we got a lot of food though. They
Yeah.
we had to get rolled because we did like the yacht club at that point because it was like a really cheap rate. So we're like, hell yeah, let's do. And
Rare.
then I love their curtains in the room. I don't know why. I'm such
They're
a
like
nerd.
little constellations.
They're Disney constellations, so they're shaped as Disney characters. It's
How
really
pretty.
cute. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Hey,
that
check
too.
that out.
Yeah.
And Katrina, if you were to add one or two to this list, what would you throw on in there?
Okay, so what I would say is water parks are really fun, and then you can also just utilize the water parks too. So make sure you have a little bit of time if you don't want to go to the parks, or maybe do like a half a day in the water parks in the morning and then head over to the parks at night. I think that might be like a nice little in between type of thing to kind of just relax, enjoy it. It's gonna be hot, and if it rains, you're already wet, so it doesn't really matter. And then
there's no lightning or thunder.
that's true. That's the bummer part, isn't it? And then my other one is just a little word of the wise. Just it's going to be hot. It's going to be gross. You want to enjoy your time in the parks. So bring suntan lotion and make sure you reapply because you're going to be sweating a lot. Bring your those cool towels that they sell. I see a lot of people wear them during the summer.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So bring a cool towel, and then also bring it's on Amazon. We bought a couple little fans, and then you can bring the air conditioner fans and stuff. But then the ones that are just the portable fans that you hold, there's you can move it around so you can sit it down if you're having food or something and have air blow at you while you're about to faint. And then it has little water valve in there so you can put water in there and it kind of mists you and stuff.
Mist, yeah.
And so that's relaxing. And also electrolytes, people, it's very important, okay, to survive throughout the day. Don't just keep drinking Dasani because it's gross.
That's right. Yeah, just drink
It's
alcohol.
literally salt water and it's not good for you. Electrolytes are salt water, but it's salty, but it helps you survive.
Yeah, Dasani is a no-go. Just drink regular tap water, honestly, or get a Powerade because
Yeah.
tap water is free and not $3.50 a bottle.
I think tap water is better than Dasani. I think that's
True.
actually a
It makes
true
me
thing
so
to say.
thirsty. I drink so
Only
many.
Yeah.
Only time it's not is if you drink the water on the cruise because that's reclaimed 18-time filtered seawater. And it's that or Dasani. I'll take the Dasani.
I won't be drinking cruise
Yeah.
water.
But it's a smart thing to do. Maybe if you're able to mix a little bit of water with your with Powerade to keep it going throughout the day. Just don't drink all the Powerade at once. But that's what Tyler and I do. We just put a little bit of Powerade or something in some water and then bring it along.
Because you can't make the most of your Disney World summer trip if you're dead.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what my
Wow.
mom always used to say.
Yep.
I
Smart.
want a T-shirt with that.
Yeah, now being sold at KingdomReportLive.com. Head to the store. That's right. Along with your mug, get one of those shirts, right? You can enjoy Disney
Yeah.
World if you're dead.
Perfect.
Drink your electrolytes.
Sold.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Sponsored by Dasani.
Sponsored by Dasani, right? Will you let us know what are some of the ways that you make the most of your Walt Disney World summer vacation? Have you gone in summer before? Have you made that mistake, first of all? And second of all, are you somebody that did your first Disney World trip during the summertime like I did? My first ever was in July one year, and I'll never forget what that was like, especially having never been to Florida until that point. Oh, dear. Wow, what a weather event that was
by
for me.
hurricane.
Yeah, it was pretty bad on all fronts. I did get to stay at Old Key West Resort, which was amazing. I got to stay with a Disney Vacation Club friend of mine who was telling me all about it, and it was new to me. It was a foreign concept. I get in there. Place is bigger than my house.
Yeah, it's massive.
Gigantic Old Key West property. It was amazing, but you were zapped of energy every day because you were trying to walk from one place to another, and if that sun came out, good luck getting to where you're going.
Shade doesn't help you.
No, it's a different breed of sun in
Yeah.
Florida, I tell you. So it's a very interesting place to be during the months between June and October. Very strenuous. So
June.
make sure to heed our warnings. Make sure to follow the tips and make the most of your Walt Disney World summer vacation. You stick around. More Kingdom Report Live for you straight ahead. Remember those carefree days of childhood where the magic still existed? When you didn't feel guilty about eating mountains of cereal with, we'll just say, questionable nutrition? Well, now you can have your cereal and you can eat it too. Because Magic Spoon has re-engineered that same great taste with grown-up ingredients for an absolutely game-changing Cereal 2.0. Because it's high protein, low carb, and 0 grams of sugar in each serving. I know, it's hard to believe, but it also comes in 6 delicious flavors: frosted, fruity, cocoa, cinnamon, blueberry, and peanut butter. Plus, they've got limited edition flavors released throughout the year, like gingerbread or peaches and cream. So taste that magic of childhood all over again and get yourself some Magic Spoon cereal. Plus, take $5 off your order at checkout. All you got to do is insert the promo code Kingdom Team. That's right, Kingdom Team at checkout will get you $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com. That's magicspoon.com. Promo code Kingdom Team. Time for the one thing. This one thing is all about something good, something bad, or maybe a little of both. From a team member on board the show who may just have something worth sharing. Today it's about the Mickey Mouse penthouse at the Disneyland Hotel. Tyler, you and Katrina both had an opportunity to explore this hallowed location.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about it. We got some images here, some things that you captured. What should we know? Is it good, bad, or a little of both?
I mean, it's really great. Technically, it's a little bit of both, though, because
We didn't stay there, mind you.
we did not stay there.
We didn't stay there.
It
A friend
not-
was staying there, and
a
we were
friend
invited to
us.
like go take pictures and like
sure,
hang out for a couple for like an hour. And then we overstayed our welcome.
The reason,
Is your friend's name Robert Iger?
No.
No, it's
That'd
not.
be cool though.
El Babo?
His name was Michael Eisner. No.
Oh. He lives
No,
there.
but the reason I say it's a little bit of both is because this room for one night is $5,000.
Ooh, doggy.
So it's great. It was great, but I listen. I don't have that kind of wham walking around money. So we were very fortunate. We got to check it out. I think the door itself looks amazing. That's just like
that's such a cool
Pays for
door.
itself.
yeah.
Done.
The door,
Sold.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I would like a
the doorbell did.
$4,000 refund for
Yeah,
this.
I know. The doorbell did nothing.
Didn't work.
We rang the doorbell a couple times. Nobody came. But then over there on the right, you can see this is the living room with the Mickey Mouse cutout in the top of the ceiling there. And, what was amazing about it was just every single little thing has Mickey everywhere. The pillows have little buttons on them, just like Mickey does. And the TV console area has all these different statues of, Walt and Mickey, and even Oswald is there.
I like that source of Oswald.
Yeah, they even have an Oswald in there, which I was like, look at that. I like a little Oswald in my life, that's for sure. This was a really cool room. Like, you kind of hear Mickey Mouse sweet, and I think to myself, oh, it's probably going to be kind of cheesy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you go in
Bright.
and you're like, oh, this is actually a pretty elegant room. And the view outside is, of course, of just a big pile of dirt right now because they're doing they're doing the construction over at downtown Disney. But you can watch the fireworks from your room, and everything like that. So
Are the knobs on the drawer Mickey as well?
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this
Naturally.
place is Mickey'd out, Mickey to the gills, Mickey for days.
If Mickey was staying
like
in a
the-
penthouse, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's tasteful Mickey.
No
It's
hot
tasteful.
dogs here.
No hot dogs.
No hot dogs.
Not
No.
that type of Mickey.
And then as we move on through the suite, we get to the living room area, which then not the living room, the dining room area, where they have these cool chairs too that all have like a different kind of Mickey on the back of them, like a
Mickey sketch.
Like a sketch
yeah, like a
drawing,
sketch
yeah.
of Mickey.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then on the right side there, you can see the bar area, which of course we were getting our use out of. And it has this really nice quote from John Hench up there. And, it's another, also that door right there is another entrance to the suite. So if you want to enter through that door for whatever reason, you can definitely do that.
I like the mirror. It's got Mickey on there, but it's like kind of hidden.
Yeah.
It's, and the phone, look at the phone over there on the, like, it's like it's a classic Mickey Mouse phone.
And it works.
And it works. You can call people with it.
You can call each other from every room. We tested it.
Yeah. It was actually kind of weird because I went into the other room and was like, does this phone work? We could hear like an echo through it or something.
Oh.
And then we go to the, I'm like, let me go check it out in the master bedroom. And I go to the master bedroom, and then Katrina and I are just talking to each other on the phone.
Everybody just keeps staring at us, and I was like, "Do you mind?"
Yeah.
How many rooms are there?
There's two. So we're gonna get to I'm gonna call this the kids' room. The kids' room has we skipped a photo, I think. The kids' room. This is the kids' bathroom. We'll go with that one for now. The kids' bathroom has obviously just Mickey everywhere. I love the sink too. It has like Mickey and Minnie just like hanging there by the by like I don't know by, the side of the sink. I don't know what they're
like
hanging
sliding
from,
down
but
so she doesn't
yeah,
fall in.
I guess he's trying to rescue her. And then there's a little glimpse of the kids' room there on the right with Katrina sitting in this really cool sorcerer's hat couch. And I love even the the curtain there has like ink blots all over it, and some of them are there. You might find a little hidden Mickey in there as well.
When you originally were talking about how you thought the penthouse was going to look, something themed after Mickey, does this bathroom ring?
This
to that
is what
idea?
I
Is that-
expected the whole entire suite
Yeah.
to look like. Yeah,
I thought so.
yeah.
100%.
And it's
Yeah.
interesting too that the shower is like a accessible shower. Like there's no, there's nothing there to prevent the water from coming out. So it's it's interesting. But so yeah, here is the full picture of the kids' bedroom that has this
Big
cool
circle.
round bed, and it has the Sorcerer Mickey like I don't know, like sketches on the wall there are like really neat. And what's
that a
really
round
funny
bed?
too, what's that, Garrett?
That's a round bed.
Yeah, it is a round bed. Yes,
very round.
It is, and it's
So
very
round.
low too.
It's very low.
yeah,
It's very
Is
creaky.
it meant more for looks than use?
I think.
It doesn't look like the most comfortable bed, right? And
No.
I never sat on it, so I don't know what exactly.
No, we did. Remember, it was creaky.
You sat on it.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't sit
right.
on
I
it,
jumped
but
on it.
Yeah, but I love how you can tell when this room has like a little time capsule, because you can see in the cubbies there that they have Disney Infinity figures. So you obviously you used to be able to play Disney Infinity in this kid's room,
Wow.
but they tore that stuff out. But it's kind of incredible to me that these figures are still there and
Yeah.
nobody has stolen. I mean, I think some of them have been stolen, but
100%.
For $5,000 a night, they better give them all to me.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? Well, you do get concierge with this room as well, which is at least a little bit of a plus. But yeah. So now we're gonna move on. So this is one of the bedrooms. We're gonna move on. Here's the master bedroom.
That's tasteful. It's
Yeah,
simple.
tasteful.
and
This
elegant.
feels adult.
it feels
Right?
for a Mickey Mouse themed suite, this does feel adult as it could be, I feel like. So
With a kiss of Mickey.
one of my favorite things about this room is those, I don't know if you can really tell through the photos, but they look like kind of paintings above the bed, and a couple of them are, but what they are is they're inset frames that then have like figures in them, and
Yeah.
the figures it's really kind of a classy look, and I like it a lot. The figures are
Inside
really
the
neat.
wall, that is.
Yeah, it's in the wall. So it looks like a painting, but it's definitely not. And then the master bathroom, it's there's nothing phenomenal about the look, I feel like, but I mean, it has that amazing whirlpool tub, and the shower. I didn't get like a picture of the inside of the shower, but there's like 7 shower heads in that thing. And
Surround.
Just in case.
Yeah.
just in case, you need to be completely wet at all times. And then on top of that, it doubles as a steam room.
Isn't that wild?
You can make it shoot out steam, and then there's like a little bench in there that you can sit on and steam yourself up. So I it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And then the weirdest thing about the bathroom is that it has this knob in it, and when you turn the knob, it's just playing like random Disney music. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
I want that in my house.
yeah, who doesn't need
It's
that?
just
there's no way to change what it's playing or what or anything like that. You just, do you want to hear it or do you want it off? And it's just playing like kind of classic Disney stuff.
but it's like
interesting.
instrumental. It's
Instrumental.
Oh,
Yeah.
soothing.
yeah, so it's like
yeah.
soothing. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not like with vocals or anything. But then throughout when we were like hanging out there, I would like go into the bathroom and just like turn it on to see what like song was playing and stuff. So yeah.
Is there still a TV in the mirror?
No, not that
don't think
I
so.
saw. No.
Yeah.
There was. I stayed in the penthouse at one point in my life.
Because he's bougie.
FYI, well, no. Could never afford it. I won a night in the Mickey Mouse penthouse back when I worked at the Disneyland Resort. I was the magic maker of the quarter.
He made so much magic.
Is there an applause? Is there the magic maker of the quarter? Thank you very much. Oh, what? And it was a time where they had just moved from giving away the Mickey Mouse penthouse every night as part of the Year of a Million Dreams to then giving away the Dream Suite inside the park every
that's
night. So
right.
Mickey Mouse penthouse became available all of a sudden. And so they were like, oh, it's not really on the market yet. We don't know what to do with it. Here, it's a reward. I'm like, oh my God. I invited everybody I knew. I didn't know you guys at the time. I apologize.
No, it's
I
all
invited
good.
everyone I knew. brought my parents down from upstate, and they got that master bedroom. I got that round bed, so I have slept on that.
Oh,
round
you
bed.
slept on the round bed?
I slept on that round
Wow.
bed. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
can I
imagine being
say?
like a little kitty cat, like just like trying to be like fit in there, and so
my
you just like surround
legs
yourself.
fell off one
Yeah.
end, and my
Just gotta curl in like fetal position.
But at that time, I will tell you, one of the nicest parts about that penthouse, remember how the towers used to be before the latest remodel? You used to be able to open the glass doors that were essentially the fourth wall of the tower that looked out onto downtown Disney. You used to be able to open those as sliding glass doors. So essentially, you didn't have a wall if you didn't want one on that fourth side going into
That's
downtown
cool.
Disney. And at fireworks time,
Beautiful view.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular. So didn't mean to steal your thunder, just thought,
No,
No,
that's
that's really
fascinating.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
have
sad
stayed
we
there,
didn't see
yeah.
the TV. We didn't see like anything like a remote or anything that
No,
would show
yeah.
like
interesting.
I
there
like,
was a,
I
at
did
one
scour
time,
that bathroom to check every like nook and cranny, and then it was just like, okay, I feel
you were
like now
pulling
that they
knobs.
cut.
Yeah, you were
I
listening
was
to music.
correcting some of the knobs because they were like askew a little bit, and so I like went around and kind of like moved them around.
Atta
You're
girl.
welcome, whoever's staying there today.
Yeah, no kidding. And I know that there were some cool knickknacks, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
That's kind of one of my favorite things about this room too, is that in the dining room area, and kind of it's like, you know, the part that separates the dining room from the living room, there's all these cool little displays that are basically, I mean, I feel like I'm walking into like the Walt Disney Museum or something in a certain way, because they had this really, you know, this classic stuff, this Mickey Mouse plush that was really neat. And they had like, I think there was salt and pepper shakers and
Salt and
you
pepper.
know, like that were very classic, old vintage. And I really loved this Fantasia like dome.
Snow
I don't
globe?
know, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's almost like a snow globe, I guess, but it was really neat. And that was probably my favorite part of just exploring this room, was seeing all the cool little details that they have presented to us all. It was fun.
Yeah.
We went up there spur of the moment. My friend was just like, "Hey, I'm at Disneyland and I have the Mickey Mouse suite. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Sure." We were gonna go do something else that day, and it was just a spur of the moment thing. And I'm glad we went and saw it, because it was a heck of an experience. And again, maybe I sound like a broken record, but I was expecting it to be a lot cheesier than it is. See,
Yeah.
it's a mouse joke, cheese.
Thank you.
But it. Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, Mikey, he liked that
Oh
one.
my gosh.
He gets it.
We have Mickey on the show?
But yeah, so thank you to my buddy Jim, who got us in there, and it was a really fun time. So
Pretty awesome to be able to experience something like that. Have you ever had an opportunity where you've been able to stay at a unique Disney-themed hotel room, whether it's a suite, whether it's just uniquely themed, and there aren't many options in terms of those types of rooms? We would love to hear from you. Disney has all kinds of uniquely themed rooms across their hotel properties at resorts around the world. Have you ever been able to stay in one? Let us know in the comments. All right. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Memorial Day weekend Kingdom Report Live. We want to thank all of our fine feathered friends that join us here each and every week. Garrett Hassel, Control Room Tony, our dear sweet Princess Katrina, as well as Tyler. Thank you all for being with us this week, and make sure that you are subscribed to the Kingdom Report on YouTube so you never miss a thing. We'll be back with you next week for a new edition of the show, and remember, the legacy of Walt Disney, it lives on because of people like you and me. See ya next Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, for an all-new Kingdom Report Live.